Did you know that there are over 300 million people in the United States? Every person is an individual but is considered the same as everyone else. This is defined as the American Salad Bowl. The United States has a strong community, yet each person in their community has a unique background. Most people in America have a two- or multi-part identity.
Hi, my name is Anna Jeanette Espinal, and I am Puerto Rican and Dominican.
My name is Chantal Vaca. I'm Puerto Rican Ecuadorian.
My name is Ashley Jack. I'm second generation American, but my family is Caribbean American.
My name is Brandon Alves, and I'm a sophomore here at Manhattanville College.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Rodriguez, and I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
Hello, I'm Cassandra Melendez Ramirez. I'm a senior at Manhattanville College, and I was born and raised in Syracuse, New York.
My name is Alyssa Fernandez. I'm a freshman, and I'm going to major in sociology. I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut. My mom is Dominican, and my dad's Peruvian.
My name is Stefan. I'm a junior at Manhattanville.
My name is Susan Riera. I am technically a senior this semester now. I am from Queens, New York.
My name is Amy Pagliaro. I'm a sophomore here in Manhattanville, and I'm from Connecticut.
You don't have to have ancestry from or have been born in another country to still have a unique identity. Some people refer to the United States as a melting pot. The only issue is that with that term, it makes it sound like we're all different and we all melted together to become the same, but we're all unique.
I was born in Puerto Rico, Maya Wiz.
I was born here, United States.
I was born here in the USA. My mother is Hawaiian, and my father is Portuguese.
My dad is from Mexico, but he was born here. He was actually born in San Antonio like I was, and my grandparents were born and raised in Mexico, and my mom, she was also born here.
My mom was born in the U.S., my dad was born in the Dominican Republic, and my grandfather was born in Puerto Rico.
Both my parents are from Puerto Rico. My father is from the capital. My mother's from Ponce.
My mom is Colombian, and my dad is Ecuadorian.
My family is all from Italy. We come from a village called Sulmona. It's about an hour away from Rome. It's really small.
In the dictionary, culture is defined as the beliefs and customs of a particular society, group, or place. But not everyone identifies themselves as a member of just one culture. We asked a few friends, which culture do you embrace the most, and why?
I would say both.
But I embrace more my Puerto Rican side because I grew up with my mother, who's Puerto Rican.
When I was a kid, I embraced the Portuguese side more just because most of my Portuguese side is here in the United States. But as I grew older, I became more proud of my Hawaiian side.
I grew up embracing more of my Ecuadorian culture, but I guess for right now, I'm embracing more of the Puerto Rican culture.
I embrace the most Puerto Rican. I grew up with my mom and my grandpa and grandma, so we celebrate Puerto Rican heritage. I'm very interested in my Dominican culture, but my dad and I don't really talk about it as much, so I'm not as familiar.
I literally embrace both cultures. I don't think there's more than one that I embrace more than the other.
But I think the biggest influence would be from my mother, Puerto Rican side. Biggest influence on everything.
So I guess growing up here, I would say it's a mixture of American and Puerto Rican.
I'd definitely say American because, I live here.
It's like a battle with both of them because like Dominicans are like, oh, you're not really Dominican, and Peruvians are like, you're not really Peruvian. So like it's a battle with both. So
I would say it's a blend because I am American, so I do embrace that, but I'm also Puerto Rican, so that affects like what I eat and as well as what I listen to.
People usually assume that I'm 100% white. They would think that I'm either Italian, Irish, or German.
I've been getting a lot of, are you African American? Or are you black?
People think that I'm African American when they look at me. I'm not offended by it or anything. It's just that's their assumption.
When people see me, they assume that I'm Hispanic. I guess because of like the color of my skin.
And to be honest, I feel like sometimes people get offended if they're mistaken for something that they're not. But When it comes to, like, if you're Spanish and people assume you're Spanish, I don't really see any reason to be offended because I feel like sometimes it's just kind of obvious.
Honestly, like, I would prefer people just call to me, like, oh, it's your ethnicity, instead of saying, oh, you're black, right? You know, that's a little bit too much. But, like, other than that, like, I don't really get that offended, so.
I can't really blame them for what they see, so it's kind of like a balance.
I went to a public school. I went to public school all through my life, but when I was younger in my elementary school, I was called white all of the time because I didn't listen to rap and I didn't listen to hip hop and that sort of genre. I was doing theater in downtown Syracuse, so I was listening to musicals and show tunes, and I wasn't what they want, like the stereotype, so they called me white all the time. And then I went to a suburban school, and they called me white too. And that was interesting because I was one of like a small pool of minorities in that school, so they all called me white as well. And I even asked someone why they called me white, and they told me it was because I was educated. And I think that's the problem in America, because there's a bunch of stereotypes that just because you're a minority, that you're not educated.
I remember when I was in school, when we first started standardized testing, I asked what I was supposed to fill out because a lot of my family members, we don't all look the same, and I'd never really thought about a race that I had to embrace or label myself as. So I thought I was Hispanic because I've had Hispanic friends, and people in the Caribbean, we have a lot of similarities to Hispanic food. But I knew that, like, I also had African American heritage, and some of my family members were darker. So I didn't know what to fill in. I thought I was an other. And I had my teacher tell me, oh no, you're black. Just fill that in. So if I was given a choice and there was Caribbean American as an option, I would definitely choose that.
How do I identify myself? That's a tough question. Definitely identify myself with being Hawaiian and Portuguese rather than, I guess, American.
Identify myself as Mexican.
I think it's kind of like a mix. I'm definitely like American, Italian.
I know where I'm from. I have yet to find my own identity again.
I defy stereotypes. I am who I am. I'm Cassandra Melendez Ramirez.
I am Portuguese and Hawaiian.
I am Hispanic.
I'm Puerto Rican and Ecuadorian.
I am mixed, and I'm proud.
I'm Puerto Rican, Dominican, American, and a little bit of French, Dutch, and Native American.
I am Caribbean American.
Yo soy Latina Americana.
I'm Italian American.
I have yet to identify myself.
I am multicultural.